Hello, new coaches. Welcome to our Zoom. I'm not sure who's going to be getting on tonight, but a lot of people needed the recording, so I am recording it. So what I wanted to go over tonight is just how this new coach training works, or this coach university, and you can use this as a refresher, or you can use it as a way to launch your business. So I want to go over a few FYIs and explain exactly what the action hour is and a couple of new things that have been working for me lately. And hopefully they're going to be working for you too. So first of all, I wanted to start off with just reminding you that your dreams will not work unless you do. And you're going to hear me say that over and over and over again. I see people come into this all the time really excited, and then the work starts and they don't get immediate results, and then they quit. Just like in a fitness program. They get so excited, they're totally going to do this. They meal prep the first week, and then by week 3, I'm like, where are you? Where'd you go? And they're like, I don't know why I didn't get results. And I don't know. I'm like, well, because you didn't stay with it. You got to stick with it long term. When I was first coaching, I got this analogy that really made sense to me, that if you have a tree in your front yard and it needs to be chopped down, and you go out there and it's just this gigantic tree, and you try to chop it all down in one day, you're going to get tired out. Like, you're not going to make it work. But if you just go and whack that tree, every single day, eventually it's going to fall down. And that's how it has to be in this business. And so it's not this explosion of excitement and work and all this stuff and overwhelm, and then now I'm neglecting my kids, and I'm neglecting my spouse, and I'm neglecting everything else in my life, and there's no balance. And so when you get to that place where you're like overwhelmed, the first thing you want to remove is coaching from your life, because it's the newest thing and you're not getting results quite yet. This is a long-term business. It's a marathon for sure. I know whatever I did today in my business, I really won't see the big effect on it for another 3 to 6 months, because we're in the business of building relationships and connections and growing teams, which produce volume, and that's how we get paid, is on the volume. And so that has to grow over time, right? There will be people that are immediately ready today, and I'll talk about how you can get 2 people signed up in the next 48 hours as we get through the call. There will be people ready to sign up today. They're ready. Whatever they've been doing in their life for the last 6 months or month or whatever has got them to a place where they're like, I don't know what it is that whoever Emma is doing, but it looks like it's working, and I want that. I'm ready. Let's go. Maybe they've been silently following you. Maybe you just said something that they needed to hear. Maybe you presented a plan that just makes sense for their life right now. There's also going to be people that you talk to today and you're like, this is absolutely perfect for you. And they're going to tell you no, because it's not the right place in their life. So the first thing I would love for you to write down, besides the whole your dreams don't work unless you do thing, is that with our job as a coach is to lead by example, to use the programs and products to create our own results within ourselves, right? And then we share our story authentically. So we're not sharing about the products necessarily, we're sharing what it's doing for us, because the stories are going to be what actually, let me fix this really quick. The stories are going to be what actually help people to want to join. And so that is why it's so important that you tell your personal story, okay? It's not, you'll see it all the time when people post like the FAQs about stuff, and you're like, yeah, but does it work? What did it do for you? Why should I choose that over that? And it's gonna be your personal story behind it. So our job is to share the products and how they're affecting our life. And even if you're on day 1 or day 100, it doesn't matter. Did you have a change or improve since yesterday? Perfect, share that. Share that. Maybe just getting started was your improvement. And then our job is to get to know people, build true connections with people, understand them. That's why in our invitation process, we spend a lot of time in asking questions. Tell me what's going on with you. What have you been doing with fitness lately? Where would you like to be in 3 to 6 months? And that way, when they give you where they're at, you can bridge the gap between where they are and solutions that we have with our programs or products. And that's all our job is to give that solution and offer for them to join us, and then follow up with them. Whether or not they decide to join is not going to be based on how amazing you are at quote unquote being a salesperson. Because here's the thing, we don't ever want to talk anybody into doing anything, because If they sign up because of you and what you said in your magical sales pitch, and they get going on the program or whatever, they're probably going to fall off track and not get results anyway. We don't want that. We want people to be ready, okay? So our job is just to continuously share what we're doing and why we're doing it, and invite people to join us. The ones that are ready, they will. If not, we'll follow up with them, and we'll figure out a time when they will be ready, okay? So release the expectation that you are a good coach if you get people to join. No, you're not a good coach if you get people to join. That's not what makes a good coach. A good coach is consistent in the daily behaviors that are going to get results. And those things, as far as business building goes, is the vital behaviors: being proof that the products work, using personal development every single day, because we got to change our mindset in order to grow as a leader, right, and a coach. Connect. We call it invite, and then recognition. And so we're going to talk about, go through the Success Club tracker, and we're going to talk about recognition and how to trickle that in. And so it feels authentic, and how that helps to really, truly build trust with your clients when you show that you can get results for other people, or that Beachbody programs and products get results for other people. So it's not just you doing this, but there's a tribe of us doing this, because your person may connect with you, or they may connect with someone else's story. Great, that's why we share lots of them. Okay, cool. So this call is going to be about 20 minutes long is all. I'm going to go through, like I said, the Success Club tracker and the action items. Those are kind of interchangeable words for me. Action items are the Success Club tracker to-do list items. I'm going to explain how this group is running, and then also I'm going to have a call to action at the end about how you can hit Emerald and help your first 2 people get signed up within the next 48 hours, because that should be the goal. All right. I'm really glad you guys are here. So a couple of tools that have been really beneficial for me are, I've used a lot of Success Club tracker kind of things, or tracking sheets, or whatever with Beachbody. There's a lot of information that's out there. And what I found was that I would have like a notebook for taking notes, and then I'd be reading personal development, and then I'd have my goals over here, and I'd be tracking using we used to call it the business activity tracker. We'd use that worksheet over here, and I'd have all these things all over the place. And it was kind of a mess. And so one of my friends that's a top coach, Moira Kusaba, she's amazing. She created this Rise Up planner, and it is what me, Bria, Allison Johnston, Erica Fortner, Teresa Hansen, Sarah Lenore, like all of us are using this now because it's all in one place. And so this is on Amazon, Rise Up, and I would highly recommend that you go and pick one up, because you're going to use this for a year. Okay, it's like $30 for the year, and I promise you're going to be more organized. So, and do this for yourself. Invest in your business, because learning how to set goals and how to dream and then how to put those goals into action is actually a skill. And I didn't know that until I got into coaching, and I was like, I want to do all these things, and then I didn't know how I was going to do all the things. But by being taught, how do we break them down? Which goals should we focus on first? What does that look like for a year? And then now we're going to back that up a month, and then a week, and then today. What do you need to do today? Because when you set goals, you can get overwhelmed by how far the journey is. It's like we don't lose 100 pounds overnight. We don't become a Success Club 10 All-Star or an elite coach or whatever it is that you want to do. We don't build a $50,000 or $100,000 business overnight. It's what we do in the daily steps. But you can get there if you stay focused. So Rise Up Planner, so what it does, just to tell you a little bit, first thing first is you're going to do the dream section. And I posted this in our group. Day 1 was straight out of this book about your vision exercise, right? So then we did that, and then it wrote down, what do you want your life to look like? And then how do you reverse engineer those goals and break them down backwards with 12, 9, 6, 3-month increments, okay? And I'm not going to go through everything, but I just want to give you a little sample of what this is like, because it's really, I believe the people that want to show up and really make their goals come true are going to have something like this that they're working through. Like, it's like a college textbook. If you want to learn the material, you got to work through the book. That's this for coaching, okay? And then it breaks it down into monthly goals and then weekly. And I love this because you can create your own to-do list down here with the to-do list items. And those are the things I took off of the Success Club tracker. And so I'm tracking this according to, and I'm blocking out time for each of the activities. I'm going to do like my workouts in the morning, my action hours here. And so it's helping me to know exactly when I'm going to do everything in my life. I have on here like when I'm spending time with just the kids and I'm not working at all. When do we have church people coming over to visit tomorrow night? Like when, like everything in my life is now blocked out. And so when I'm going to go to the grocery store and the post office and run those errands, so I feel so in control of my life rather than being reactionary. You guys ever felt like you're just reacting to the chaos that's coming in? That is no way to live. It sucks. You get old real fast. Lots of gray hair. Whew. And we all know stress makes us gain weight. None of us want that, okay? So get it in writing. And if, you know what? If it's important, it goes on the schedule and the calendar or whatever. If it's not, if it's something that's a nicety, not a necessity, then you put that on that if I get done with this quickly, then I'll jump into this item, okay? That's how I've done it with my life. Is this a nicety or a necessity? Necessity, it's on the book. Nicety, it's on a different list, which it's in here. Okay, so I'm going to open up my screen really quick and just, I'm going to walk you through how I set up this group, and I hope it's beneficial. I've done a lot of these coach trainings over the years, and it's always a work in progress, right? And so I'm just trying to share what I know with you guys, and hopefully it'll help you to get results. So come on, Emma, we can learn to use Zoom. It's not that hard. Okay, can you see my messy computer? Give me a thumbs up if you can. Yeah? Okay. So let's see. There we go. Okay, all my notifications are popping up. Sorry, there we go. Okay, so we're in the New Coach University group. Now, the way I did it was the unit sections, these are daily post examples. So you're going to take this and you're going to, the idea behind it is I actually hired Ashley Shaw. Ashley Shaw, you'll hear her name a lot. What she does is she helps fitness coaches that build their business through Facebook or Instagram or whatever, create content on social media that builds trust, helps to expand your network, and helps to invite in a way that's non-salesy. So I love her stuff. Anyway, I'm using her September posting thing right now, and I pay for it. I pay just like everybody else. It's daily examples of what to share. You can go look at my wall right now. Like literally, this is Ashley Shaw's post that was for today, day 9 of September. And then I added my own personal touches and my own picture, right? So I just got that from her. Anyway, in our group, I hired her to do this for new coaches. I'm like, what about my new people? Like, what if they're just getting into this business and they have no idea what to post? And they're like, I don't know, I'm a new person, Because what you don't want to do is like post a picture of, you know, the product and say, I'm a Beachbody coach, order from me. You want to build trust. So post is day 1, right? And then the next day is here. It's the next unit, day 2. So you're going to take this and you'll, oh, where's the example on that one? There it is. Post day 2. So you would copy, paste this to your page and put your own words in it with your own picture, and you can choose any picture you want. And that would be your day 2 post. And then day 3, and then you push complete when you've done each of these, right? So in the file section here, it's totally different. These are the trainings. So you go start out number 1, and then you work through 2 and 3 and 4. And when you're done with these, then you comment below. So I know, and when you complete these trainings, these are the trainings in the business. This is like the college course or whatever. Sorry, when you complete them, then you comment below. I've removed people that already completed the group and they're out of here. And comment below with your why or whatever the training is of the day. Sometimes it's like Shakeology stuff, what were your takeaways there, how to invite people, how to run a challenge group, like everything that you're going to need to know about becoming a coach and how to run successful challenge groups is going to be posted in these trainings. And so you comment here when you complete the trainings. At the end of this group, if you've completed or when you've completed all of them, then I'll send you a certificate of completion, a very official document that I found on the internet. So, oh, hi, stop sharing. Let's try this again. I'm really good at this, guys. So if I can do this, anybody again. Okay, so I was trying to exit out. So that's how that works. Now, so that's two different things, completely different things. Any questions about that, type in the chat, okay? And then I will be posting, check in here. These action items that I have right here are the most important part of this group. And what you're inviting to is our upcoming challenge group that is starting on February 23rd. September 23rd, in 2 weeks from today. And it's going to be a 4-week Fall into Fitness challenge. They can do any Beachbody workout program and a nutrition plan. In order to get into the group, they need to buy a challenge pack from you. Or they can join our 100 strong morning meltdown 100 group if that's the workout you're currently doing, and just add them in there and then explain that they just start working through the units to check in with that group. But how to invite is going to be on our Success Club tracker sheet, which is, I keep mine on my computer right here. And so I actually just open this up every day and I go through these things right here, and I'll review these, and then I track it in my Rise book I just showed you. So there's a place to write down names and things in the Rise book, and so I write them down when they're an actual invite. When they sign up, I circle their name. It's just a super simple process, and I can see according to how many action items I did, there will be a direct reflection there with how many people I sign up. It's like a numbers game for real. But how do we do this? Okay. If you haven't yet, there is a Success Club training in the Coach Online office. I think it's also in the group. If it's not, I'll add it because this is very, very important. So on here, of course, we're going to start with Workout Drink Shakeology. And it starts on a Thursday because that's when we get paid. Our end of our week is Wednesdays, right? Okay, so initiate connections and add followers. So here's some tips, and I'm going to go through and give you my tips that are working today, right now. This is how I'm finding all my people. Please write these down because they're not in a lot of the trainings. These are just Emma things that I know because it's all trial and error. Social media changes so fast all the time that you want to just kind of keep up and try your own things. Okay, so initiate connections and add followers. Initiate connections, I always send a hey birthday message, and I don't post it on their wall. I actually go and message them. And then my Facebook anniversaries, I go and I message those people. Hey, thanks for being my friend on here. It's fun to keep up with you, whatever. So those are my initiation messages, and also new followers on Instagram. I initiate that way as well. Or people that are liking or commenting on my posts from yesterday. I take a day, and then today, I would go and like and comment on other people's stuff. So if they give you love, you give them love. Give you love, give them love. So it's just reciprocated. So add followers. So this is the big one. How do you add new followers? People ask me that all the time. Emma, how are you adding new people? My well is dry. You need to be constantly adding new people because eventually you're going to keep asking the same people to join you, and they're going to get tired of you, and then they're going to block you. So to add new people, I'm going to stop share real quick so I can show you my phone. When I go to Instagram, I find somebody I really like. Okay, I have a friend that is amazing at hair. So she's not a Beachbody coach, it's not competitive, or whatever. And I love her style and whatever. And I always feel like, okay, if people are into the same things, if people are following her, they're going to like me too because we're kind of similar. Or whatever quirky crap you're into, if you're like an Oreo addict or a Disney freak or whatever, go to Disney, go to those pages, go to wherever you want to go. So under Instagram, for example, this is my friend Michelle. She's amazing, by the way. Follow her, give her some love, tell her I sent you. Michelle's Beauty Room. So I look under followers, her people following her. And everyone can do this. I follow 50 people a day, 50 to 100. And I don't overthink it. So if I'm sitting in line at Target or whatever, this is when I do this kind of stuff, is when I have a ton of time. When you go to the bathroom, whatever. I'm not going to judge you. Wherever you want to work is fine. You do you. And I go through here and I'll just hit follow on people. I look and see if they have a picture. If it's a picture is like a woman that's normal looking and not weird, I don't click through. I just look at the picture. So this dude is the first guy that came up. He's not my tribe. He looks like he's from a different country. Whatever. I'm not going to follow him. But this cute little girl right here, follow. I'll just hit follow. And I'm not making a heartfelt decision here. This is non-emotional. Go and follow 50 people. Then what happens is they're like, oh, and they're going to come over and follow you. And then whether or not you think they're a freak of nature or whatever, like you don't want them in your tribe. I'm not a judgmental person, just saying not everybody's in your tribe. Whether or not you decide that they're going to be somebody that you want to build a relationship and connection with moving forward is in a different step. Okay? So you go follow minimum 25 people a day. But if you're wanting to really grow a business, I'd follow 50. The way we do this on Facebook is you go to a friend, just a friend you really like and trust that's not a coach or into fitness or whatever, and you can either add friends of their friends, like add 5 Facebook friends of their friends. They look like a normal person, add 5. And you're like, but wait, I don't know them. So what? I think of it like this. If my friend, Susie Q, was going to have a birthday party and she invited me over there, I would meet some of her friends. We probably have a lot in common, right? And so we would become friends. So that's in social media, that's how we do it now. This is our party. Everybody's invited to the party. So I add 5 friends on Facebook every day. And when they accept my friend request, I simply say, hey, looks like we're all friends with so-and-so, and we're probably going to have a lot in common, so we may as well be friends here. And then I ask a personal question like, how old are your kids? Or da, 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 da. And it's just to build connections, okay? The other way to do it is if you go into Facebook groups that you're involved in and that you know, like, and trust those people or whatever, spend 5 minutes in there just simply engaging with people. Answer a question, give a suggestion, you ask a question that you really want help with. Like, I have a teething 2-year-old, like, what do I need to do with that? And then whoever comments or interacts with you that seems cool, add them as a friend. Okay? And that's how you build real connections. And it seems weird, it works. If they ever become a weirdo, I just unfriend them. I'm like, whoa, block, whoa, no, out, you're out. It's not a big deal. So that is that one. I'm going to share my screen so you guys can see can you see the Success Club tracker sheet? Okay, I'm going to go through this really fast. So the next one, do a social media post that showcases the benefits of your healthy lifestyle. So that would be that post I showed you in the unit section of our group that you're going to customize to tell your own story. And then update your stories throughout the day. You want it to be bright light, funny, engaging, interactive. So mimic some of the things that you like other people doing. If they ask questions, if they're hilarious, if they have funky music, whatever. So that way you're sharing those things with people. And then respond to all your notifications basically. So you want to make sure that you're answering people back within 24 hours. And then invite at least 5 people, if not 10 people, to join a challenge group. And now I know this is so scary, right? But if you're constantly sharing your story and you're posting about your own personal journey, it's actually not that scary because you simply just say, this is my invite scary message. You ready? Hey, so-and-so, thank you so much for hanging out on my stories. I saw you checking out my workout stuff. Are you interested in getting info or just being an awesome supporter? That's it. And that's starting a ton of conversations. And then when they say, oh, I'm just being an awesome supporter, I say, thank you, I appreciate you. How are things going with blah, blah, blah? Like I ask a personal question, or I'll say, I have a free community group here on Facebook and a newsletter I send out every week. Would you like to be a part of that? Most people say yes. And so I'm adding value somehow. If they say, yes, I want info, then that's when we start the invitation process. Great, I'd love to tell you all about it. This workout's been so much fun. But first tell me about what's going on with your goals so that way I give you the best info for you. Boom. That's what I say every time. And if you want to do the voice message thing, that's awesome because people like the voice message better than just copy paste text. Okay, so send out 5. If inviting people to your challenge group is the scariest thing that you have to do in this business, then we got it pretty good. I've had some really crappy jobs over the course of my life, and I don't know if you have. And some of the things we had to do, I was like, what? It's so gross. Like cleaning public restrooms in restaurants. Ew. So gross. We're just inviting our friends to hang out with us and get fit and healthy. It's awesome. So don't overthink it. Just go 1, 2, 3, go, and send out your invites and make that the first thing you do right after you work out and do your personal development and you feel like you're flying sky high. In our challenge group, I will do the daily posts, so you don't have to worry about that. All you got to do is show up every day and encourage them. And so if you're brand new in this business and you're like, I don't even have a result or a before after story yet, I can't invite. You absolutely can, because you can just say, hey, we're going to do this together. Come and join me. Okay, so let me cruise through the rest of this. Follow up with the people that you've invited. I follow the 2 and 2 rule. 2 days after I initially invite them, I follow up again. And then 2 weeks after, I just check in on their goals. So make sure you contribute to your challenge group, recognize achievement. So with recognizing achievement, Beachbody does an amazing job about sharing transformation stories. So every single day, you're going to see me post some kind of shout out. And it might be people that are currently in my group, or it might be other success stories from MM100, or it might be a coaching shout out or whatever. So basically, you're just saying, nice job to so-and-so for doing this thing. Whoever you want. You can Google Morning Meltdown 100 results and get stories from that, or you can shout out to anybody in our group. Just make sure you ask them first if that's okay before you post like their name or whatever. Most people will say yes. Some will just want you to cut out like their face or whatever so people don't know it's them. I don't know. But you want to, by sharing a success story every single day in your stories on Instagram and Facebook, people will go, oh, check out that person. Check out my friend. She's creating results for other people, or other people are getting results with this program too. It's not just her. Cool. I like that. And then personal development. So, and then you just track it. Okay, so stop share. There you go. If you have any questions on that, go ahead and post it in the chat. But I promised it would be about 20 minutes long, and we're at 26 minutes, so I'm going to run off really quick, and then we can always post questions in our group, okay? So here's your call to action, and this needs to be done in the next 48 hours, because if you're on this call, or if you're in our group, then that means you really do want to grow your business, right? Nod your head, yes, because you have goals, yes. You want to change lives. You want to make the world a healthier, happier place, yes. And I know as soon as I start saying the things like, you're going to post in your stories and you're going to post on your Facebook wall, some people get nervous about that, which is so silly because, hear me out. The reason why you're sitting right here where you are right now is because of other stuff people shared on social media. You were inspired by them. And they are an imperfect person that wakes up with bedhead and bad breath and sometimes yells at their kids and is a hot mess, right? Just like you. You have a lot of crap you've overcome to become who you are today. You are a very strong, brilliant woman or man, if a guy listens to this, you too, dude. That has got you right here, right now. And I don't care where you are in your health, fitness, business journey. What I care is that you're willing to take that step forward and to share something that helped you every day, or something you've learned every day, so that you can just return the favor, like pay it back, like pay it forward, or whatever you call it. Someone helped you and inspired you. It's your turn. It's your turn. And if you have questions along the way, that's where I come in. I'm a totally imperfect person, and I'm still out here doing this thing, even though it's really, really scary. So here's your assignment. Are we ready? Nod your head yes and be enthusiastic about this. There's no enthusiasm. Kristen's like, it's late. It's bedtime on the East Coast. I know it is. Okay. You're going to send out an invite message to 10 people in the next 48 hours, and you're going to just create a post or a message to them that is just a few sentences long. So think about your best friends, first 10 names that come to you, and you're just going to send it. It's going to be authentic, and you're going to send it either, you can type it out or whatever it is that you need to do, but I prefer you send it in a voice thing. So if you have to practice in the mirror 4 times before you send it, I'm okay with that. And you're going to invite them to join either the Morning Meltdown 100 group that you're currently doing, or if you're not doing that one, then they're going to join our September 23rd, whatever that Monday is, 2 weeks from today, Fall into Fitness 4-week challenge. And the key to this is that you're going to say something that you're excited about that's happening with you, one thing, and one reason why you think it'd be good for them. Okay? Say, would you like, and your question isn't, would you like to join me? It's, would you like to get info? Hey friend, I'm putting together hey friend, I just jumped into this Morning Meltdown 100 group, or I would say 100 workout challenge. Hey friend, I just joined this 100 workout challenge, and I'm super excited about it because the workouts are really short, which works with my crazy busy schedule. And I never get bored because there's a variety of stuff like abs and HIIT and whatever. Da, 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 da. Anyway, I thought it'd be way more fun if we did it together, because I know you just had a baby and you're bouncing back, because I know you always like to be pushed with your workouts, because I know you just started a new job, and sometimes when we start a new job, our workouts can be pushed to the side. Like, because I know this is what's happening with you, right? What is it about you? Would you like to get info? If not, it's totally cool. And that's it. Send those 10 messages. And if they say yes, they would like some info, then you can follow my invitation process, which is in the file section, and work through that. If you have any questions at all, let me know, and I can help you answer all of them, because that's why I'm here. Okay? So the goal is to have 2 people join you by Wednesday, and they will when you start to show up. You're going to copy paste a post from the unit section and post it tomorrow night at 7 p.m. You're going to send 10 messages right now. You're going to post in your stories tomorrow at least 5 times. 2 of those are going to be Beachbody. They're going to be one, at least a workout post and a supplement post. The other 3 are going to be something in your life that's interesting. Maybe it's a kid thing. Maybe it's a motivational quote from your book. Maybe it's I'm at work and here's my workflow. Show me yours. Whatever it is in your life. 5 of those. And whoever sees your story, you can start conversations with, hey, I saw you checking out my story. We're getting ready to do round 2 with this group. We're getting ready to start this group. We're getting, whatever it is that you want to say, and start the invite process with that. Okay? All right, by signing up 2 people, you're going to move up to Emerald rank, because hopefully they're going to join as a coach, and we'll talk about that later. And that will also get you 4 Success Club points on the board, and that will give you $100 in your pocket. Easy peasy, right? Okay. Let me know if you have any questions by posting them in the group. Thank you so much for showing up tonight. I'm really proud of you, and I cannot wait to see where this goes. Bye.